Israel might have one of the most advanced militaries in the world, but victory in Gaza is not coming easy. Israel's defense minister has confessed to America that the fighting is going to last for several more months. Now, with Israel stuck in a deep, bloody and expensive war in Gaza, its other enemy in the north seems to be done waiting. After 2 months of needling Israel with low-level or low-intensity attacks, Lebanese group Hezbollah appears to be escalating the conflict. On 17th December, Hezbollah launched as many as 10 attacks within a span of just 7 hours. The Iran-backed Hezbollah claims to have hit an Israeli command center, a surveillance site, and soldiers' barracks, among other military targets. In retaliation, Israel military said that it had launched attacks at Hezbollah using fighter jets, helicopters, and tanks. This attack and counters since October 7 has resulted in many deaths on both sides. Around 7 Israeli soldiers, 4 Israeli civilians have died in the last 2 months alone. At the same time, more than 100 Hezbollah fighters have been killed, while 17 civilians, including 3 journalists, have died on Lebanese soil. 1 Lebanese army soldier also died in the clashes, for which Israel apologized. Amid all this, it is not just Hezbollah which seems to be itching for a war. Soon after Hamas's October 7th attack, many Israeli ministers, including the defense minister, reportedly wanted preemptive strikes on Hezbollah. That didn't happen because of opposition from Uncle Sam. America, which is Israel's biggest ally and also the source of a lot of weapons and funds. But that didn't stop the hawks in Netanyahu's government from threatening war. Just yesterday, Israel's defense minister Yoav Gallant said that if Hezbollah wants to go up by a level, Israel will go up by 5. Gallant also said that Israel does not want war, but will not hold off on it for too long as well. Now, public opinion in Israel seems to be headed the same way. A survey in November reportedly found that 52% of Israelis want an immediate strike on Hezbollah, while another 35% don't want another warfront at the Israel-Lebanon border. While America is supporting Israel's war on Hamas, it is understandably nervous about a similar conflict between Israel and Hezbollah. This is because, like Hamas, Hezbollah is supported by Iran. An escalation of any conflict with Iran's proxies carries the risk of dragging Tehran directly into the Middle East war. That is not to mention other practical costs. USA is practically bankrolling Israel's war in Gaza, and if Israel has an all-out war at another front, it would mean double the pressure on America's treasury. US President Joe Biden is anyway struggling to give military aid to Ukraine, with the opposition Republican Party using it for domestic politics in an election year. Amid all of this, Israel is putting pressure on its allies for enforcement of UN Security Council Resolution 1701. The resolution contains terms of a peace deal struck after the last Israel-Lebanon war in 2006. The deal involved Hezbollah disarming and withdrawing 20 miles away from the border to behind the Litani River. But the exact opposite has happened. Hezbollah is deeply entrenched at the border and also has deadly weapons like missiles, rockets, and drones at its disposal. Some reports say it has over 1 lakh rockets in its arsenal. The United Nations Interim Force, or UNIFIL, which was set up in 1978 to maintain peace in the area, has not done anything to stop Hezbollah's build-up. Now, America and France are reportedly trying to broker a fresh deal between Israel and Lebanon to resolve their border dispute. Washington and Paris hope that this will hobble Hezbollah. But there's a big loophole in this plan. Lebanon currently has only a caretaker government and no president. On top of all this, the country is suffering from a severe economic crisis. In view of all this, it is unclear how effective any Israel-Lebanon deal would be, that is, to sideline Hezbollah. Like in Gaza, the biggest victim of all this hostility is the civilian population. In North Israel, around 80,000 people were evacuated from their homes 2 months ago. They are yet to return. Similarly, over 60,000 people have been displaced in South Lebanon. Even if an all-out war does not break out between Israel and Hezbollah, lives of these people are unlikely to return to normal until the Israel-Hamas war in Gaza ends. And that end seems several months away, if not more.